Welcome to GeorgeWay mathTV.
Solve the following proportion. Run your answer to the nearest tenth. Well, how am I going to do this? Well, I remember this. That anytime I have one fraction equals one fraction, and I see a variable and I'm being asked to solve the proportion, right? Even though they didn't tell me to solve the proportion, I know for sure that since I have one fraction equals one fraction and I'm solving, I have to cross multiply. So I'm doing u times 17, which is 17u. I bring down the equal sign, and I'm doing 5 times 11, which is 55. And then I'm just going to solve for the u. And anytime I know I have a number with a variable, to get the variable by itself, I have to divide by that variable in front of the that number in front of the variable. In this case, it's 17. I do the same thing right here. The 17 cancels out. So now I have my u by itself equals 55 divided by 17 is, let me ask this. Please, what is 55 divided by 17? So I see 3.23529. I'm being told to round my answer to the nearest tenth. So the fact that I'm being told to round my answer to the nearest tenth, no, it tells me that my answer should be in the decimal form. And I have to pay attention to this, because my decimal should be in the nearest tenth. So like now I have 3.2352. I know my 10th place is always the first number after the decimal point. So this is my 10th place. But I still check the next number. If the next number is 5 or more, then this 10th place right here will go up by 1. If it's less than 5, then this will just stay the same. 3 is less than 5. So I know this will stay the same. So my final answer I know is what? 3.2. And that's it. Well, what about this one right here? Again, I have a fraction equals a fraction, and I'm being asked to solve. So I'm just going to cross multiply. 5 times u is 5u. I bring down my equal sign. 17 times 6 is 102. I'm solving for u. So in this case, I have to divide by the number of the variable, which is 5. I do the same thing on the other side. The 5's will cancel out. I have my u by itself. And now 102 divided by 5, that gives me 20.4. So exactly 20.4. I have to run to the nearest tenth. The 10th place is always the number right after the decimal, which is 4. There's no numbers here for me to see if this is going to go up or not. So that would just be my answer. What about that one right here? Again, I have a fraction equals a fraction, and I'm solving. So I know for sure I'm going to have to cross multiply. 13 times y is 13y equals 5 times 8. I know it's 40. I'm not going to use the calculator. And now I'm solving for the variable y. Anytime I have a number of a variable like that and I want to get a variable by itself, I know I have to divide by that number with the variable, which in this case is 13. Whatever I do on one side, I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. The 13 will cancel out. So I have my y by itself. And now 40 divided by 13 gives me 3.07692, but my answer should be in the nearest tenth. 10th place is the first number after the decimal, so it's 0, but I'm still going to check the next number. If it was less than 5, this will stay the same, but this 7 is more than 5, so the 10th place right is going to go up by 1. So instead of 0, it's now going to be a 1. This just helped me figure out what the 10th place was going to be, so I'm not going to need it. So I know this is going to change to a 1. I'll bring down the 3. And that's it.
Please don't forget to subscribe, tap the bell to be notified for new videos, and share.